In this episode, I'm going to talk about listener engagement. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for today's episode of Interview Connections TV. I am actually filming this around 7 a.m. I just went to the gym because I could not sleep this morning. I was up at like 3 a.m. and then up again at 5 a.m. and finally decided after scrolling through Facebook and Twitter, I thought I would do something that was probably better for my brain and for my body. So I left my two boys sleeping at home and came to the gym and had an idea for a video. So I brought my video camera with me. In today's episode, I want to talk about engaging your audience. I was scrolling through my iTunes reviews a little while back, and there aren't too many. I mean, I think I have like somewhere between 20 and 30. So that may be a lot, that may be a little compared to what you're used to. But I was looking through to just see what people were saying and who was leaving reviews. Some people leave their names so I can, so I know who they are. And some people I just see their iTunes, handle, which I don't know necessarily who they are. And I found somebody there who, I didn't know who she was. I didn't recognize her name, but she said, she listens to every episode and she loves it. So I searched her name on Twitter, and there was only one person that looked to be reasonably the same person. So I just sent her a tweet and I said, hey, if you're the same, her name is Shamia Fagan. I said, if you're the same Shamia that listens to my podcast, I just want to thank you for your iTunes review. And she said, yep, that was me. I love the show. And I replied back and I said, that's awesome. Thank you. Do you have any topics or, any topics you'd want me to bring a guest on to cover, and who are your favorite guests? And I just left that tweet this morning, so I haven't heard back yet. But the reason I wanted to share that story with you is because this is a lesson that I've learned from Cliff Ravenscraft about engaging your audience. A lot of podcasters wonder, how long does it take before my audience starts engaging with me? How long does it take before I start to have, all these people tweeting me and Facebooking me and things like that? And the reality is it takes one person at a time, and it takes time. So what you can do is every time you know that somebody listens to your show or reads your blog or watches your videos, engage with that one person personally and end each interaction with a question so it leads the conversation a little bit further and a little bit further. There's so many conversations out there about how to get more downloads and more listeners, but I really, really want you to focus on how to take the listeners you do have and engage with them. Focus on the people that you do know are listening and make them raving fans. Make them feel valued, because people listen to podcasts that their friends tell them about. People are going to listen to your podcast after your current listeners share the show. And your current listeners will share your show after they feel like they are so appreciated by you, after they feel like they are a part of your community. And they're going to feel a part of your community after you engage with them. So focus on your current listeners, engage with them, ask them questions, find out what they like, because if this person listens to every episode of my podcast, I want to bring on guests and focus on issues and topics that she wants to know about. I am Jessica Rhodes. I am committed to helping you leverage your brand through the power of authority and expertise. I want you to invite you to check out my podcast, Roads to Success, at rtspodcast.com, and check out my blog at jessicarhodes.biz. If you want to learn how we can work together on your podcast, booking great guests, go to interviewconnections.com. Thanks for joining me today. Have a wonderful, productive week. Do lots of interviews, and I will talk to you next Tuesday.
I can only run over the place on the shoes. Battle of the essence made a claim.